Hello everybody, and welcome to another all-new episode of BrickFeed. This week it's our 150th episode, and we have quite the cast here today. I'm your host, Sakota.
I'm Meso.
I'm LJ.
I'm Starbreaker.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Josh.
Hey!
We did it.
Mardi Gras.
Quite the big crew today, Mardi Gras.
We will have one more.
We will have one more.
Ex-Troopa at
Yep.
some point. Coming in like a wrecking ball, as he does. Hello, hello.
Hello.
It has
How's
been a
everyone
while
doing?
since we've been on a
Most of
brick
it.
feed.
Yeah, it has been for
Definitely
most
been
of
a
you.
minute.
Welcome
It's
back.
epic. I would not have believed that this podcast specifically would have made it to 150. There were a lot of there's a lot of trials and tribulations with BrickFeed way back in the day at its inception, but I like the format it's in right now. I'm very happy that it has hit this milestone. Thank you very much, Sakota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been here for I think 10 or 20 episodes, right? But
It's epic.
yeah,
You're a solid
we're-
steward.
we're having fun.
Mm-hmm. That's what's important.
Yeah, we have a lot
A
to
lot.
talk about today. We have quite
A
some news.
stacked list and a bunch more that's happened recently in the Lego space that
Yeah.
we won't be talking about, because it's BrickFeed. But for anybody who's wondering, yeah, we're aware of all the Ninjago stuff.
Yep.
It's a fascinating situation.
There's a lot going
Not
on
today.
overall. We have a lot of Lego set news today. We have a bit of a special segment towards the end too for our anniversary celebration, I guess. And I think we're just gonna have a fun time talking about Lego. So should we get right into things? Because I think we have a
I
lot to
say.
talk about today.
Hit the ground running.
All
I
right.
agree.
We're gonna start with the new Lego Sonic sets that were announced last week. And our
Sonic.
first one is set number 76990 Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge. Go through $34.99 and 292 pieces. These come out August 1st.
You know, this whoever named this set must really love tongue twisters. This seems like it'd be difficult to, or they hate people that have really bad like they have S's, they have trouble with S's and
Yeah.
sounding sharp.
Yeah.
Yep. That was me when I was younger. It's no good.
But I
Yeah.
think
I would have
this is-
expected a worse price per part ratio. Obviously, it's not great as it is, but I would have expected worse from all these, really.
Mhm.
I think with a lot of these, they use the same pieces as the new city stunt sets, like the ramp
Mhm.
pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you look at the price per piece for those, these are actually not that bad, especially
Yeah,
if you
they're
consider those are licensed sets.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's not as bad as you would think. I think some of the later ones are a bit worse than this one.
They are.
Yeah.
I think in terms of a function, because the core thing with these Sonic sets is the Sonic ball.
Yes.
I think
can
that's a
throw
very-
picture of the Sonic ball real quick.
It's a very elegant, very good way to do it, I think. I think it's a lot better. It's a lot more reliable than the bikes. I tested some of the stunts stuff
did I.
when we were at the Lego store. Very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Hit or miss functionality. You really got to get it at the perfect angle.
Mhm.
But I would imagine the ball will be a lot more forgiving.
I agree.
I'd hope
I
so,
do-
yeah.
I do think it's a clever way to incorporate one of Sonic's main gimmicks, which is being in a ball.
Yeah, I like that the button is one of the bounce pads.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think it's a very smart incorporation of a lot of small details here and there. The sphere, first of all. There's a lot of things built into these little references to a lot of Sonic media and just designs that are very well translated, like the
Chili
Oh,
dogs.
Yeah.
chili dogs. Yeah.
I wish it
man,
actually looked like a chili
the
dog.
Moto Mode Magnet is a pretty good translation of it. I think it was in the old idea set, but this is a step up. And it can also fit one of the little animals, which this one is particularly called, I think, Flicky. and those are supposed to be inside the enemies, and then when you defeat them, they pop out, and
Yeah.
the enemy has a little cavity in the back that you can put it in, which I think is very clever.
Yeah, it's very good.
So overall, I do think it's a very good way to demonstrate this. I'm not too keen on the little side builds of the DJ platform or any of that, but the little beach thing with the cooler and the chili dog is pretty funny. But
Yeah, I mean,
I
they're
don't know why
cute.
there's-
I
Yeah.
think I like them. They're very simple. I like the palm tree design they have because it looks
Yes.
very much like the games.
I do, yeah.
Very good shaping for it.
I do
The
think it's a starter
hallmark
set, it's
for
really good.
me is like, so I'm not a Sonic fan.
Mhm.
I've only played 2 games: Sonic Rush for the DS and Shadow the Hedgehog.
I hate you.
So the hallmark for me is like when I want to buy these, even if I'm not a Sonic fan, and I think that this is a good value proposition. I feel like I could get this and I could get a lot of fun out of it,
Yeah.
despite having like no nostalgia at all. Specifically with the function, the builds, the creativity. So I give it a win in my book. I think it's reasonably priced for what you get. And I feel like there's a lot more fun to come from a set like this than there is the Mario starter course, which is
Yes.
my hot take.
I think
This
this
is-
is
I'm very
gonna
much
be
inclined to agree.
I think this is gonna be a big part of the discussion today because the second part of the news section is the new Donkey
Yes.
Kong Mario sets, and it's kind of like the contrast between different video
Yeah.
games
I mean, it's
adaptations.
It's
because,
very fitting because these are both rivals back in the
yeah,
old
and both
era.
like platformer games, and
Yeah.
one has the Mario
Yeah.
system, which there are different opinions about. Let's just say it like that, and this one has basically what a lot of the Mario fans want, which is minifigures.
Well, admittedly, it's also just a lot of it will hinge on how well the function works. I'm just kind of taking it on faith and from the
Yeah.
demonstration videos that it's gonna work well.
Yeah.
But I just feel that for a little under half the price, a little over half the price rather, you get a functional, cool playset that looks good with a minifigure versus the Mario, which the starter courses in particular are very threadbare. The starter courses are the worst of the sets, and that's
Yeah,
by
but
design.
Those
They're
have
meant to
like
be
the
customizable.
electronics, so I get why.
I do too, but as a value proposition, I think this is an easier sell
Yeah.
for me.
It is
I didn't
also
notice the
you also
Chaos
don't
Emerald.
have the issue of having to buy the starter set to play with these. Like all of these are standalone sets you can just play with.
Yeah.
Even like
True.
That's true. That's true.
one of
I
the
like
later
it.
ones has the launcher, so if you get all the sets, you'd
Yeah.
have 2 launchers, but still like
I'm not sure. Actually, now I'm thinking. I don't know why we're calling this a starter set. It's not a starter.
not a
just
starter set,
It's
no.
a play set. Yeah, it's just a play set.
Good point.
We're so used to the Mario things. Mario sets.
Well, I called it a starter set because it had the launcher. I forgot that the bigger
the
one
later
did
set.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you bought the Bowser Castle, it came with a launcher as well. I mean, not Mario, but it doesn't. Instead, you get not even a suit, right? You don't get anything.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Wow.
I always found that really rough with the Mario sets. Is like you get one set really to realistically get Mario, and then past that, it's like you gotta hope that's in stock. If
Well,
it's not,
It's been in stock since release.
Yeah.
Those were the only sets they haven't retired. And the characters that aren't in rotation anymore, like that were in the blind box and stuff, get put into new sets over like multiple
right?
times.
I know that it's been like theoretically available. They haven't retired it in any capacity, but it just in the sense of you gotta hope that the store that you're buying from has it in stock. Because I didn't have any Lego stores near me, so my only option was to buy it online because I looked at Walmart, Target, everywhere near me back when I was still in Washington, didn't have any of the starter courses. They were constantly sold out.
A cool thing that Toaf Plastic mentions says I like how the button and the ball seemingly use the same mold. I didn't even notice that.
Oh
that's
yeah,
good
I didn't
stuff.
notice that
Wow.
either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not notice
Creative.
that.
It's
That's
a
actually
great
a very
Lego.
good part.
Yeah, it's
Good part use.
nice to save
Yeah.
on molds, and it looks
Mhm.
great. It looks like in the
Lego.
game.
Let's go. That's about all I got to say for this one.
Yeah.
I've like generally to talk about the like launching system. I've seen some people complain, I guess, saying like they just want normal Lego set and not like a function gimmick. But I feel like this is like the perfect function gimmick you'd want for Sonic, and you
I
also
agree.
have other
I
sets
do
that don't
agree, yeah.
feature it. So I think it's a great way to do it personally.
Also, like, who in their right mind sits there and goes, you know what I want out of my Lego set? Less
fun.
playability.
Right?
You know, LJ, the people you're talking about are called adults.
Oh gosh, not them again.
I'm an adult and a Sonic set without playability would be
True.
boring. Like
Yeah.
that's such a depressing prospect.
Like any
Wow, I can-
a-fool who is like, you know what, let's take this fun aspect out of this Lego set.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've kind of
Missed the point.
they're missing the forest for the trees in this a
I
little bit.
think
I
the
agree.
whole 18 plus thing has some kind of conditioned some people for wanting more display sets and other themes that aren't targeted towards adults necessarily. But yeah,
There's
I
a
agree.
reason. There's a reason why 18 plus is like they're one-offs mostly. You know, you don't have themes full of 18 plus. Themes are for different purposes. People need to
Technically, architecture, message.
check expectations. Oh, well, you're right about that.
Technically, Star Wars.
Dark
No,
Nova
don't
on
get me started on Star
YouTube.
Wars fans. They're
I will buy a $500 set for one minifigure. All right?
You're a psychopath.
and then if the minifigure isn't like absolutely perfect, like to a T, I'm gonna complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Nova
I say that as a Star Wars fan,
YouTube
too.
says, no guys, it needs a black box and no soul.
True.
Which is kind of a good topic. I really like the box design for these.
Yeah.
They have like the
Somebody-
Lego style, but also the Sonic style. It's very colorful. It's cool. I like them a lot.
I see. I forgot to mention. Sirlo John said, "Why is the hand below in the box art?" To make it obvious that you do not get a free hand with this set.
What are you broing about? What's going on?
Oh,
Sonic. Hello,
Sonic.
hello,
Oh,
X.
Dude, I want the Dr. Eggman figure. That's all I want. Nothing else. Dude.
We're not there
We'll
yet,
get there in
but
time.
yeah.
We're still on the first set.
Spoiler
But I think-
alert.
I just want to say before we continue on, I've never played a single Sonic game in my life, so a lot of this
Same.
doesn't have a lot of intrinsic value to me.
Mhm.
But all this looks very impressive.
Yeah, I've played one
Are
Sonic
we
game.
talking about Lego Donkey Kong as well?
Yes. Later on, yes.
Later on, yes.
Nice, dude. Masso's gonna go crazy for that one, dude. Little
course.
Nintendo
Yeah.
boy, little
X, we're on the
Nintendo boy.
We're on the document right now.
Leo,
We're
you have
still on
like
the
a cool
first
segment
Sonic
thing.
set.
What?
What?
Oh, we
We're-
started.
Yep.
Hi everybody, I'm the XX. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Yay! I didn't know we started already. Cool. All right.
The
let's-
X, there's
let's
the
bring up you.
recording chat, and when we were in there, we already saw
I don't
it.
know. Sometimes you guys chat for a little bit before you start the actual thing. You know?
That's true.
I don't know. Okay. Well, yeah.
Um,
Okay. Sonic. Yeah. Cool.
Yes, I think we're gonna move on to the second set now, right?
Yeah.
We got it. We have set number 76991, Tails Workshop and Tornado Plane, which goes for $39.99 and had 376 pieces.
I
think
really
they did
like
play
that
into it.
Sonic has a different facial expression in this
Mhm.
set. I really, 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 really don't like that Tails has the short legs.
Why?
Why?
Paired
That's-
with the fact that it's using like a lower torso like extension piece, it just makes they look way too short.
They
Like,
should have
the
used.
torso looks disproportionately
I think they should have
large
in the mid
compared to the
legs.
legs.
I do think the mid legs would have worked better. The ones that have articulation.
Yeah, maybe.
Does he have
But
3 tails?
no, he has 2.
I wasn't sure. I'm not a
okay.
Sonic guy. Come on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Getting educated and stuff. Come on.
So this set includes the Tornado Plane, which is in multiple games.
Yeah.
Includes another one of the animals, Clucky the chicken,
Oh.
and the Buzz Bomber, which is the little bee wasp looking guy there.
I-
think is cool.
I
Bee
feel
wasp.
like
I'm not sure. I don't really know usually what
I thought it was a piranha, dude.
No, that's a different enemy. Wait,
Okay.
I feel like the main image kind of sells this set short because it looks like a lot less than what it actually is because the plane's kind of in the background.
Yeah.
But like the price per piece is fair. I think the volume of stuff what you get is also not too bad. So, and the
I
plane
think
looks
they
really
focused
good.
Too much on the workshop in the
Yeah.
pictures for it, and not enough on the plane because the plane it's substantially sized. Like it's not like super tiny, and it can hold.
Yeah, but it's very dense with a lot of parts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I think they got the look pretty much down pat, from what I
Yeah.
am to know
Yeah,
about my Tails lore.
it
there-
looks good.
Yes, I'm a bit ashamed that I'm not a big Sonic guy because like this is a really good like Lego fight. Like sometimes the like the cross going from like from the source material to Lego, you know, I didn't really like what they did with the Simpsons, but it really blends really well here with Sonic, I feel.
True. What were you saying,
I-
Alge?
Answered my own question. I was very confused for a moment. There was this yellow thing in the background of the box art. It's got like this white end, and it's like a yellow thing. It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like a creature, and I'm like, what is that? Because at first I thought this is like the story of Tails. So he evolved from whatever this weird creature is. And then I see this picture of Sonic like sitting down. And
Yeah.
at first I panicked. I'm like, oh no, he's using Tails as a couch. But then I realized it's just a couch.
Thank you, LJ.
Awesome.
Very
Epic.
observant.
You
Very
should try a Sonic game, LJ. They are fun.
Play Shadow the Hedgehog.
Do not play Shadow the Hedgehog.
I would say be very,
all of me.
very wary of which Sonic you play.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I feel it's very hit or miss. Like, what's the jungle one? Sonic Boom. That's one, and then also the one that just looks like it's. Let's not do this tangent. Actually,
Play
Never mind.
Sonic 06. It was released with the Paraka. That makes it good.
Oh my
The
God.
Brock
Right?
were the best. They had a
Yeah,
brand.
obviously.
That means they're the
Sonic
best.
06. This is good too. I think I like this set. I think it's good value.
I
Yeah.
will definitely be picking it up.
I
because
think
I
I
like
personally
Sonic.
think this is one of the best ones because the plane
Yeah.
is so iconic, and I think the value is pretty good. You get Sonic and
Yeah.
Tails. I think it's a good one.
So-
Something I wanted to mention with the first one, but it's here again. The ring piece is a new piece, and that looks
Mhm.
like super useful for mocks.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're not using like the toilet seat piece
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
it's a
thank
new
goodness.
piece.
There
What are you
is,
thinking, Dakota, on the top of your head? Earrings for a Bionicle?
I was thinking like for
no.
for a
South
mecha,
Dakota?
like the horn connection, or like they often have like a ring on the head or like horns on the head, and I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
I like the earrings plan.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
I know a whole group of people that really like that idea, but let's not get into that.
This
Keep focused, Leo. What are you saying? Keep going. Keep going. You can do it.
Oh.
You can do it. Come on. Come on. I'm proud of you. You can do this. You can do this. Right?
Anyway,
We've trained for this moment.
This also continues the trend of having another Chaos Emerald. So I'm assuming by the end of all the sets we will have all 7.
Was there one in the first set?
Yes, it's very hard
Yeah.
to see. It's the white one, so
Oh,
it was
okay.
like blending in with the
Is
white
it
background.
just normal crystals, or is there like a
Yeah,
new mold
it's
or
just the
something?
No,
normal
it's the
Lego
same
crystals.
but I mean
No,
that's what they
it's-
look like. Yeah.
It's literally Crystallian conflict crystals or Harry Potter crystals.
Yeah.
Whatever they prepared first. I
Veteran
think it
Lego
was
collectors will
Belleville.
have all of
Dude,
them already.
they've been around for so long, dude. Man.
Is
It ain't broke,
tiny-
don't fix it. Why do you
is
think
the
they
tiny
haven't
animal
changed the
mold
battle
new?
droids?
for these?
Yeah,
I
I
think
think it is.
I think a lot of
Okay.
these are actually Lego Friends molds, but I think
that would
this
actually make
one might.
sense.
I think this one might be new. I'm not
Okay.
entirely certain.
Yeah, this one's used for the bird too, I believe. So.
Also, what's cool is since you get like Sonic in
Yeah.
almost every one of these, it's very nice that this one has a different face print, so you at least
It
have
helps
some
a lot.
variety.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, side of the
See-
leg print for Sonic is nice to get.
Yeah,
Sonic
he's got that
minifigure's
print
really
in,
nice.
in the other
Yeah.
sets too.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't justify it though. I'm not that much of a Sonic guy. Like I can justify buying Eggman just for the memes, but like Sonic looks really good, but like I'm not gonna put him somewhere, you know? Man.
You say you can justify Eggman for the memes, but we haven't gotten to that. We haven't gotten to that price yet.
Oh, spoiler alert, XD. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're fine. It's just you might not be saying that when you hear how much the set is.
You know.
Okay. Oh no, I know what BrickLink is. Don't worry. Don't. I'm okay. I'll be okay.
I
I will
see.
be okay.
To be fair,
I like
think
the chicken though. The chicken is cool. It's like a
Lucky.
bit cartoony, but I
Yeah.
like that it's just
I mean,
small.
that's-
yeah,
yeah,
really
it's cute.
I'm glad that they're actually getting represented in Lego.
Chicken representation in Lego. Let's go.
Exactly, bro. It's
we
not
move
it's not
on?
like the $50 cow. Yeah, you should move on.
Do we move on to the next set? Okay.
We're not gonna make a new goat, man. It's crazy. But yeah, go.
Okay, next up we have set number 76992, Amy's Animal Rescue Island. It was for $49.99 for 388 pieces.
This is a reskinned Friends set. Changed my mind.
The
A
creep.
reskin.
So,
I don't think so.
no, because there's a destruction feature. Friends set would never have a destruction feature.
How does the
You know what?
ball-
You got me. You got me.
How does the ball thing work?
The
Do we
ball-
have
No, it
do
doesn't.
we have
no.
footage?
Yes, I believe it was.
Like,
in
is
the
he
river.
upright while he rolls like a hamster
Yeah,
in there? Or
he's just
something?
standing. It's like he like
He's
clips
not
into
upright.
place.
He rotates.
Yeah,
He rotates.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, immersion.
I mean, he spins and
broken.
curls up in a ball just like in the
I mean,
game.
yeah, in the game he rotates too. So
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that drink
Rotato faster
is-
banana.
Oh, that drink over there is fire with like the little lime thing on the
Yeah.
side. Dude, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
the-
Oh
There's
man,
a lot of detail, like little things.
I
on
like
this
that.
one.
Yeah. There's a lot of like fun details, dude, and I like
This
his little,
price
like,
per part
overboard
ratio
thing.
is very painful though.
the price per
But-
part
What is it?
ratio isn't great.
Give it to me.
It could be-
$49.99.
For-
Oh, yeah, you can go.
What?
yeah, $50, 388 pieces. Not great.
Ooh, what is
Yeah.
this?
Could be
Star
worse.
Wars sets?
It includes 3 of the little animals,
Why are they so horrifying?
Picky, Pocky, and Flicky.
No way, dude.
Bless you.
Wait, Picky, Pocky, and Flicky?
Flicky's the bird. I don't know which is which for the other 2 because I don't remember them. I
I
know
think-
I've seen them. But
I
don't-
think the pig one actually uses a Lego Friends cat mold.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like a cat.
Oh,
I thought it was a little bear.
Do we know if what is Hammer Girl's name again?
Amy.
Amy. Is her like is the skirt new mold or is the one they used in like Alice from Wonderland and stuff?
I think
Like,
it's the same one.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
the
think
same
it's
one, but
Alice or Minnie
it's
Mouse one.
printed, so that's
yeah,
nice.
Minnie Mouse one, all of those. It's the same one. It's no new. Okay, then there's still
Yeah.
superior pieces then. I love the palm tree as well. The palm tree I think is very nice
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
I like
they made
crab.
like a
the
different
crab.
version of the palm tree where they
The
tried
crab-
to use the new plant.
Crab is
pieces.
called crab meat, which is
I
very
love,
Crab
I
meat?
love the crab meat.
crab meat. Yeah.
It's a very, very good adaptation, I feel, and it looks menacing in this.
The
this
thing-
adaptation.
so
Mixed with
something
joints
that-
and clipped legs.
Nice.
Something that benefits the Sonic figures and using minifigures is scaling wise, they're usually large,
Mm.
either same size as Sonic or larger. That's why minifigures work well here. In Mario, you really can't do that because the enemies would be abnormally large, and Mario would be this
Good
tiny-
point.
Yeah,
tiny
that's
little
true.
guy.
Like all the
So
Goombas.
That's
Well,
why they don't do
considered
it,
that.
everybody. You heard it here first.
I mean, that's probably one of the reasons. And
Yeah.
I think it works really well in Sonic here because that's how it is in the games. They're animals, like mutated animals. Sure.
I
yeah.
don't know. I watched
But-
Sonic X, man, and there was no.
I mean, so did
mutated
I.
Animals. Okay, it's not a contest, Leo. Come on, don't throw me under the bus like this. We're
Yeah,
live,
throw
bro.
you under the
Come on.
bus. Yeah, well,
Oh.
they had humans. They had Chris Thorndike, and nobody liked him.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. Oh, dude, if they make Sonics, I hope guys buy these sets. Buy these sets because if it's
Oh, no.
successful enough, we can get the smug bat. The smug bat. That's one
No,
of Sonic. right?
no. We're not.
Yes,
no,
we
no,
want
please.
that.
No,
I-
we do not. We do not.
I
want
want
those.
yes. I want to challenge Lego that because they brought
No.
out with Leia from Star Wars. They can do worse. They can
That's
do
true.
worse.
You
I
gotta-
believe in them.
Look,
I believe in them.
I want to just get to Sonic CD so I can get Metal Sonic and Hero so I can get Omega, and then I don't care if C.
Oh, dude, yellow Goku Sonic, dude.
That's,
Yes.
that's. I do feel we will get him in the next.
That's gonna be an
year,
expensive set though, because there's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot
My
of
soul a
like
little bit that you just
transparent
called him
pieces.
Yellow Goku.
though. I
Sonic.
know it does hurt.
Goku Sonic.
I don't know what's the
It's
thing when he
it's
does
just
that? Is
Super Sonic.
it's just called Super Sonic, really?
It's called Super
Yeah.
Sonic. Yeah.
It's called
Super
Super Sonic. That
Saiyan
makes way
Sonic.
too much sense, dude.
Okay, so
Aw.
there is another emerald in here. It's in the rock that Amy shatters with her hammer. It's
Oh,
the
that makes
purple
sense.
one.
That's cool.
So that's
Nice.
3.
So
I also
this
like
is
the-
also- Go on.
The little water slide they built with that windshield piece.
Yeah.
Which is like
I think it's clever
opalescent or
usage.
like sparkling.
Mhm.
But it does very much look like a friend set in that area.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
It kind of looks
It's
like
cute.
a Minecraft set on the right there, actually.
Yeah.
But... yeah.
That's true.
When a Minecraft set and a friend set get together, you get Sonic.
Oh, we're eventually gonna get the chows, That's gonna be fun. I just noticed they're using a tread for the collapsing bridge. For
Yeah,
crab
they've
meat.
done that in a
That's
Ninjago
actually
set
cool.
before. And that function
They're
actually works
clever.
really well. So I'm glad
Yeah,
they
looks
keep
really
using
cool.
that.
Reusing assets? What is this, Destiny, dude? What's
Hey,
going on?
hey. All right, I think
I like this set a lot.
we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also compatible with Overwatch as well because you can hammer down with Reinhardt on the right there.
thank you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I think
Okay.
we should go to the
Need
best
an
set.
Amy skin
Well,
for Reinhardt. and
before we
Overwatch.
Yeah.
move on to the set number 76994, you might notice there's a set number missing here. We went
Dun,
from
dun,
992
dun.
to 994, so people are speculating right now if there's been a cancelled set. And Lego put out on their Twitter account a little like trailer for the Sonic set, and in the background you kind of see something that's not in these sets.
Do you have a picture?
Yes.
Inside scoop,
YouTube,
everybody.
should be on YouTube right now. I can post it in Discord too.
I am watching Tales.
So, do you guys think this might be the set? Do you guys think we'll still get it?
100%
I do
and
believe
yes,
it
we
will.
will get it.
It is a very iconic design for one of Eggman's robots.
Egghead mech.
Given
That
the
hurts.
dialogue that Eggman has at the end of the trailer, there's no way
Yeah.
we're not getting this.
Yeah, and I think it's a very
why would
solid
it-
translation.
But
Wait,
why
there was
do
a
you think
Lego
it's-
trailer for Lego sets of Sonic?
Yes, they had.
Yes, like a.
It was a
big-
really
it was
cool trailer, too.
It was voice acted
What?
by
Yeah,
Sonic
they had
as well.
Yeah, they had both Sonic and Eggman.
Lego's popping
That's
off in
weird.
marketing this year.
That's
It's weird.
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
what?
We also had a
It's like
trailer for
it's
the
like a video
Donkey
game
Kong
announcement. It's
system.
like there's a trailer coming this summer. Lego sets. Ooh.
Like Lego is picking up the pace on these things again, or picking up the torch, I guess, and sort of
That's cool.
getting people excited for these things, which I'm
Oh,
very
dude, it's the
happy about.
Hulkbuster.
Now you make me not want to buy this, man. I was so excited for a moment, but
do you guys have any speculation or ideas why it's not here?
I do think it's because in the trailer, Eggman says something that he's gonna butt in at some point, and I think this will be a later reveal.
Yeah,
Or
he'll have
it'll
his
be
own
on, like-
commercial or something because
Yeah,
they're gonna
I think
if
it'd
they're
be
gonna
very
put the budget
clever.
into getting the voice actor to do those lines. And
Maybe-
get Sonic
maybe
to do
it's
those.
like,
Probably a
um,
dedicated trailer.
An exclusive set or something like that, or like
No,
Maybe.
maybe, but
Yeah,
it's,
Lego
keep
store
in mind
exclusive or something.
we're still a couple months away from this, like about 3 months away from this releasing, so it could be revealed in a month or two.
Oh, it's actually releasing this summer.
it's August 1st.
August 1st.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you have a good point. There
This
probably will be a
summer.
Sonic 2 set wave, Sirlo John. It would be cool. Obviously, we don't have Knuckles yet, and that would be Sonic 3. And no Chemical Plant
Based on a
ones either.
specific game. All these sets? Or is
They're
it a little
well,
bit of
it's
everything?
all a little bit of everything, but this is mostly
okay.
Sonic 1 stuff,
Okay.
like all the enemies and creature designs.
Cool.
Except for Amy. Amy should not be here with the Sonic 1 thing. Like,
Well,
Tails?
Time
Yeah,
Sonic
she's
one?
just so baked
No,
into
neither is
Sonic at this
Tails,
point.
really.
So.
Yeah.
Were neither of those introduced in the first one?
yeah,
Like,
those
you were-
were Amy was way later. I think she was CD, and Tails was Sonic 2, and then Knuckles was Sonic 3.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Lore.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
yeah.
very interesting to see. I hope we will get the set. I think a lot of people
Yeah, I
are
like-
excited about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I have faith
Um,
we will.
Yeah. And so we have one last set for Sonic that was revealed.
the big one.
The big one. Set number 76994, Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. For
Big.
$99.99 and 802 pieces.
This
So-
looks like the kind of thing I would like to just do like the function of because it just looks fun.
Yeah.
The crazy looping to
Yeah.
and
The
fro.
builds are so nice as well, though. I love the mech. The Eggman
So-
mech is really cool.
I'll get the names out of the characters in this this set really quickly out of the way. It's Sonic, Amy, Afflicky, Becky, Pocky, Pecky, Dr. Eggman, and then Chopper, Neutron, and other accessories.
What's with these names?
Very creative in the
names.
naming
Seven
department.
dwarves, estranged animals.
I do think, obviously, the standout of this is getting an actual Eggman minifigure.
Dude,
Yes.
Eggman looks so good. It's one of the best.
However,
Okay.
I have a complaint now.
Oh.
If this is a Sonic 1 set, it should be Dr. Robotnik, not Eggman. And the thing with all this is if the Death Egg robot is a set that gets made, that is designed to look like Robotnik, not Eggman.
Oh no!
Oh, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I would hope maybe that if the Death Egg is a set that gets made, it comes with Robotnik instead, but I doubt it because we did get a Robotnik in the Ideas set, who is very rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Robotnik and Eggman
what's the
same guy.
They are technically the same guy, yes.
are
that-
they the same guy? Is this
Yes.
like
What's
This
the
isn't-
Is this a
the
person?
difference
Oh,
really?
that's a really bad look of him. Let me see if I can find a. Let me see if I can find.
Wait, Doctor,
Yeah.
isn't it called Eggman Robotnik?
It's this it's in Generations. They do have a conversation with each other because that's a time travel game.
Oh, so they're
my
different
God.
characters?
They're the same person technically. It's like
Oh, it's time travel.
instead
Okay.
of sort of it's
Past
like,
and present.
Yeah, but
basically.
he switches his name.
I don't know. I
usually.
feel like the minifigure's better than the brick built one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
I
wish
feel like-
we just got a minifigure of.
I think this
the
is
other
like
design.
if I bought the Lego Idea set, I'd feel a bit bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because it's like an 18 plus display set and you get such an ugly version of this character and now they bring out like this awesome figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think I like the crab meat design a little more in that one because it's more reminiscent of the original game, not the little bug one. I forget his name every time and I feel bad. But I do like the smaller crab meat.
I mean, it's a similar case with like the initial Minecraft sets
Mhm.
with like the
Yeah.
micro builds, except the difference is those weren't, these 18 plus elaborate sets. They were good
Yeah.
for what they were, and then we got
Yeah.
minifigures later. This went from minifigures to better minifigures.
Yeah.
I feel that was
Is there
Was the
close-up
Sonic-
pics of
wait.
Eggman?
was there a Sonic Ideas set for was that before the Lego Dimensions levels or after?
That was after.
Okay, so I feel bad for anybody that bought that and then bought the 18 plus set and now is buying this to just get a Sonic figure because he would buy the same figure 3 times. But I do think the design for the robot that pretty much crams in as many little like choices of all of Eggman's vehicles from the first game is very nice because it has the legs, it has the vehicle, like the weapons, and it can fly technically.
And you also
there
have
you go.
the little animals inside, which is really
Yes, that's a very clever way to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the point of the little side bell is again.
cool. I think they're just like for the function, I guess,
Yeah.
for the stunt
Yeah.
function. I do not think that you can go the whole course in one push. I don't
But
believe
that'd be
that.
so cool.
Watch me. I will do it.
If you
Okay.
hit it hard enough.
I mean, if you can do it, then you can film it. I'd love to see that.
Oh, it's
That
coming.
would be
It,
so cool.
it
If I
comes
can
with an
find
actual
someone
stand
with
for
this
Eggman.
set.
That's cool.
Then I will do it.
I would love to see that.
Eggman
It of
looks so
course
funny, man.
reuses the loop from the Lego City
Mhm.
stunt sets, but I think like recoloring that in nougat and brown, that looks great.
It's a very
Oh, it looks
clever
so
way to
good.
do it.
It's smart to do it that way too.
Yeah.
Price, I mean, it's 802 pieces for $100. Could be better, but I get it. The stunt sets were also very expensive because of those big looping pieces.
Mhm.
And this one
Um,
does come with a lot of big
New mold.
parts.
And a new mold for Eggman.
And yeah, the new figures.
You kind
Yeah.
of got to roll with the punches with it. A
I
little
think
bit.
this
It's
one's a
from
little.
Stunt Rally though, the
Yeah.
loop, right?
I think this is more
Yeah.
fair though than the city prices.
I thought that too first, but then I looked at the city one again with the looping, and it has 2 loopings. So it's still more expensive. I think it's 130. Like it's the retail price, which you can get it for discounts like everywhere now.
Yeah.
But I think it's like I get it. It has 2 of the loopings
Yeah.
instead of just 1. But yeah,
That's really what it comes down to ultimately.
yeah.
Trying to see if I don't. Oh no, there's one emerald behind Eggman, the green one. So that's another one.
Nice.
I don't know where the other ones are. Maybe if they do make another set, they'll be in the robot because I think that's what it's used for.
Oh, I'm sure. If the robot doesn't come with all of them, it'll at least come with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll ever like reuse Dr. Eggman as like a new sort of big fig of any kind, or if this is just a one-off thing.
I've
I
seen
can
some
see it definitely.
good.
They're not gonna make a new like piece and
Uh,
only use it in one character.
Well,
So-
is it one big mold?
Hello, Star Wars just called.
So I've seen
Yeah.
some people be very excited and be like, "Oh, they should have used that for the Baymax figure. That his upper
Oh,
torso."
that'd be perfect for
But I
Baymax,
think
dude.
his head is molded to the torso.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Are you sure? Do we have a close-up of the actual
no,
figure?
We're not sure yet. We don't know yet, but I think that might be it.
Oh, but do we have
I guess we'll
close-up
have to see.
pictures of like just the minifigures for this set?
They have
Is
pretty
that
good
still
close-up
there?
pictures, but you can't really tell, I think.
But I would still love to see the picture though, regardless how hopeless finding out this immense mystery might be.
All we need is
And
one
one.
angle proving that his head
Yeah,
turns.
I just
want to
see the figure, man.
Don't
That's all I
worry,
want.
you only
Here
have to
you,
wait
here
3
you
more
go,
months.
X.
Whee! Oh, that's what we want. Oh, look at him, dude. He's so great. Oh, he's a bit. He's a bit long legged,
Chungus figure.
but he's great.
I
I like
agree.
him, dude. I want him on my foot. I want the figure, man. I want
What?
Thank you, X.
I am using restraints, okay?
I appreciate
Let's not.
it.
It's good.
Let's not.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
X.
Leo. Thank you, Leo. Stop the criticism, right? I'm trying my best.
Gosh, I'm very excited for this. This is the second theme this
I'm
year
glad.
that I'm very
Yeah.
happy about.
Leo, you've
makes
been
me
really
happy to
excited
see,
about
like-
these. Yeah.
I like the little green gecko robot thing or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay winning, Leah.
Leaser.
Yeah, my wallet's not winning in this. You know, that's two set ones I
Ha-ha!
need to buy.
So,
I'm gonna try to
Hobbies
get
cost
Jurassic Park.
money? Nah.
What are your overall thoughts on like the Sonic theme? Do you expect it to get a lot more? Do you think this is a good way to adapt the games?
I think it's a very solid way to adapt the games. I do think it's, although Mario sure can be compared to it, they are doing two different things.
Yeah.
That is true.
Entirely. Do I prefer this method? Sort of. I mean, it's an improvement because I don't like the big Mario figure. I still don't. But I still don't think a minifigure would work well for Mario, and that's a different
It's much
conversation.
harder with him than
Yes.
Sonic, I think.
I do hope to see more characters, because there is, like, Mario might have a lot of enemies and main characters, but Sonic has a much broader sphere of enemy designs, main characters. Sure, a lot of them are hedgehogs, but it'll be cool to see them. Mainly
want
just hoping to
Shadow.
see. Yeah, no, I want to see mainly the heroes characters, which is like 12 different people.
When
Those
can
are
I get?
different teams.
Isn't it like Mephiles?
Mephiles. Mephiles is Sonic 06.
I know.
I don't
need
think
to
we'll
make-
get to that, because
They'll make the smug bat though. They'll make
they
it
will
next
probably
week.
make that.
Rogue
Honestly,
the Bat.
honestly, what I'm looking forward to is CD, Heroes, and Adventure. Adventure 2 mainly.
I
Those are
just
my main
hope they
favorites to
make Shadow so people can build like giant guns and bigger.
I agree.
Yeah,
Comedically oversized
Yeah,
guns.
his pump action MP5.
Dude, if you really, as an 18, since Mario did have some 18 plus sets, I could see some from Sonic. Certain
Maybe,
Eggman robots are very large and very cool. But like
He has like ships and stuff as well.
Yes,
He's up
he
in
has
space.
like there's a Death Star looking thing, which is just Eggman's giant face on it. I forget the name of it. It looks so dumb.
Is that the one he used to
Destroy the
on the moon?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Destroy
there's
the moon.
Sonic
Yes.
lore sounds wild.
And then
It is wild.
in Heroes, he has like this weird fleet that's just a bunch of sea animals, like
I've come
giant
to make an
whales
announcement.
that fly. And it's just really weird. But I do hope we see more. I mean, I got most of what I wanted out of Mario already, which was just a blue shy guy, and I don't need to buy any more Mario sets. So
Pop off.
yeah,
Stay winning.
I'll probably buy like one or two someday, but I think that's enough for me about Sonic right now.
All right. I mean, I don't have much to say, but I'm very happy with all of them, and I could see all of them having some appeal, even for people who aren't that into Sonic. And I think that's a success. I think immediately the concept for this is just more solid than Mario. Now, it is admittedly less innovative than Mario. I don't want to make it like Mario is awful. They're not shooting for the they're not shooting for the moon here. They're using the stunts feature with regular minifigures versus Mario's like fully
They made Eggman.
Unique scale and the electronics usage. Mario tried for more, but I think it's a lot more divisive because of that. I think they went the right approach for Sonic. And between the two, I think it's definitely I think it hits the mark.
Before we switch, actually, there is one specific vehicle I want to see, but I'm trying to get a decent picture. Give me 1 second. And you can make it with the first thing there, with the first Eggman thing. It's this. It's a trombone Eggman. It looks so
Trombone
Trombone
Eggman.
Eggman. That would be very funny.
It would be really funny. Sir Lojon, I do agree that most of it is just Green Hill Zone, but Green Hill Zone is like in every Sonic game, so that's kind of why they chose Green Hill Zone.
I also think it being all focused on how Sir Lojon says like level 1, game 1 might be a good sign that there's more to come in the future.
Yes, but it's also like level 1, game 1 is level 1 in almost 90% of Sonic games that are 2D. It's always Green Hill Zone, so that's why they chose it.
It's because he lives there, bruh.
It's like Mario sure has, level 1 is usually something very standard and somewhat similar, but different games have different.
It also
designs.
isn't that exciting like 1-1 in Mario. Green Hill Zone, while it is standard fare, it has a unique like visual style.
Yeah, it's very iconic, and it's.
I wouldn't say that about 1-1 in Mario.
Yeah, 100% correct. But I think that's enough from Sonic.
Iconic, not ironic.
I think so.
We switch to another.
Wait. Last one though. Last one. Last one. Eggman Bricklink predictions. $20, $30,
Oh, no.
$50.
It depends on how many
25.
sets it comes.
25
I do.
is what I'd say.
Yeah.
25. It was just this first wave. So for the first wave here, 25 sounds good. I'm gonna guess like 30, but we'll see. All right, next slide.
Oh, great. From Sonic, we're moving now on to a different game, which also got new sets, which is the Lego Super Mario sets, and these are kind of more focused on the Donkey Kong side of characters.
Oh,
Our first set is set number 71420, Rambi the Rhino, which goes for $10.99 and 106 pieces.
Rambi.
So
It's a rhino.
Okay,
It's
so
a
we
rhino.
return to my mortal enemy, Lego Super Mario. I've gone on such a journey.
Super Mario,
Dude, I've gone on such a wild journey with this theme because it got
Mesa has,
announced that I
like-
was ecstatic. Yes, go.
Mesa had like 3 seasons of character development with Lego
I
Super
did.
Mario.
It was announced and I loved it. I reviewed it and I loved it, and then it went progressively
going.
down. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse until Bowser, the question mark block. But then the actual sets have just been going down in my list basically ever since, just on a fundamental level. So
Sounds serious.
it is very serious.
Yeah.
I will say this one's a winner, and here's why. It's not a suit.
yes.
That
100%
immediately and instantly elevates it over every other $10 set they've released.
What about?
I mean, they've had like the Goomba shoe thing, right?
Yeah, the Goomba boot.
That was also cool fun. The Goomba boot.
That was really fun to mess around with.
That was epic, but this one is also epic. It's $10. You get a little rhino dude. Mario can ride him, or he cannot.
He can.
That's all there is to it.
It's
I mean,
good
it's- I mean,
if
it's
you're a
optional.
big rhino guy. If
It's
you're into
optional.
rhinos, then
Yeah.
this is just a rhino set.
It's Rambi the
Yeah.
Rhino.
Like Mario. Yeah.
I also like the way they
So-
built it. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
Good shaping.
agree.
I didn't
Um,
realize
one thing-
finishing that's. I'm sorry. The box art uses the Donkey Kong render they've been using for so long. It looks
Yes.
so
The box art for
Donkey
these is
Kong
kind of funny.
expansion
same
set.
render, dude. No. I'm sorry. Okay, continue on.
One thing I will say that I kind of noticed with this one again, and we've had this in the last I think 2 BrickFeeds, they're kind of going into some weird prices. $10.99.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I don't know. It's also it's €9.99 and £8.99. And Lego's recently been doing very odd prices, like $42 or $27.
So
I
weird.
don't know
I don't
why,
what's
but
going on.
it's a recent trend.
I don't get it.
I don't even have a funny quip for that. It's just weird, honestly.
Yeah, I
cool
do
rhino.
think it's a fair price though for what you get in this
I do
one.
think
I
for
agree.
a little set, it's a very fair price. Yes.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah, it's a good build for the rhino, and it matches what the rhino is supposed to look like, and
Mhm.
does so really, really well in its translation to bricks. So, I like that it comes with the extra blocks to knock over. I like that it can be.
And a
You can
banana.
put the figure on top of it, and we get the banana.
Banana.
It's a good set, and I think that in terms of what you're getting, it's a good price too.
I do think there is a missed opportunity with these sets, and they should have included a tile with the letters Kong on them, like each set, so you would be able to spell Kong at the end, because that's what they do in the Donkey Kong games.
Hire this
Oh.
man, Lego.
That'd be
Hire
really
this
For
man.
Lego, you need Leo as advisor.
Yeah, Leo's got you here.
I'm just saying you can't spell Lego without Leo.
So is there like a set with like actually Donkey Kong in here, or is
Yes,
I don't know.
but-
We have to keep looking.
I don't know.
We'll have to keep
Hopefully
looking.
We'll get there. by,
Well,
like, today.
I can tell you one thing, it's not set number 71421 Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam, which goes for $26.99 and has 174 pieces.
Okay. So,
Wow.
here's the thing.
All right.
Mario sets I criticize because they're just kind of like a series of like podiums that you connect to each other via like these flimsy plates, and they don't really look good. They're meant for the feature. This set looks
It's a
like
bit more
a set.
substantial.
Yeah, it actually looks like a set, which is something that I feel is
Amazing.
Is it really that crazy? No, it's just a few platforms. And yeah, it's meant for them to spin around with the feature, but like if you just look at this head on,
It
it
still
doesn't
looks
look
good.
bad.
Yeah.
It looks
It's got
presentable.
depth to it.
It
Got
doesn't
some
take up
depth.
like a desk full of surface area.
It's
It's-
more than a
yeah.
desk, I'll tell you that much. It takes like a whole dining room table for some of these sets, man.
Yes. I like
But
it. I think
do
it's cool.
the step up, and I do think the Dixie Kong build is very solid.
They have a lot of new pieces for these, actually, like new arms with hands and new feet.
And I think, yeah, I forgot the bird's name because I haven't really played, like the only Mario games I really haven't touched is Squawks. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Is the Donkey Kong series, because I got really mad playing one and then I stopped because there was like a button to like blow instead of like attack, and I just kept hitting that and I kept losing health, and I'm like, I'm not doing this right now, and then I haven't.
Yeah.
touched it again.
It's simple and the price per part isn't great, but I mean,
Yeah.
like I have very few complaints. I wonder what kind of music it will play, because you know it will play something.
It'll play.
yeah.
The thing is, the
Kurt.
Donkey Kong games have a lot of iconic music. So I'm not sure.
I want them to play the DK rap, but exclusively like sung by Seth Rogen.
No.
Speaking of, actually, wait, I'm going to briefly touch on that. There are no Mario movie sets revealed. We don't know if there will be.
Which
I
is a
don't
weird
think so.
decision.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so either.
if they would have done it, it would have been now. So, like,
That's
Yeah,
a
it would've
weird
been
choice to me.
It's
I mean, given
It's
how
weird.
many
However-
rewrites the Mario movie
Yeah.
had,
however, the Donkey Kong being such a big part of the movie, releasing a Donkey Kong expansion set is pretty smart.
I'm sure that was intentional.
Yes.
Lego does a lot of cheeky stuff like that. Like when they did Suicide Squad,
yeah.
they obviously didn't make any Suicide Squad sets because it's Suicide Squad, but they did release the Suicide Squad characters that were in the movie and all the
Mhm.
Batman sets that came out during
Yeah,
that
and, like
wave.
their comic
Was
appearances.
clever, yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't think they would put the word suicide on a set. You know,
No.
that would be very
Yeah, probably
Very
not a
bad.
good idea.
Wouldn't be very cash money of Legos.
Mhm.
If it was.
I
but
agree.
I just think it's a weird choice to not have timed any Mario movie sets. But what do I know? I
Mhm.
don't make the big bucks. I don't design.
Do you
the
think it
sets.
might be a licensing thing where they'd have to make a deal with like Illumination 2 to do
Because,
something
well,
specific for
they
the
already
movie?
do. They already do have a deal with Illumination because of the Minion sets.
Yeah,
so
but
they
I mean
have
that might be
contact with it.
limited to the Minions.
True.
Stuff, you know
That
what I mean?
could be limited, but it would be like renegotiation. But they have worked with both companies. So I don't know. It's very odd, or maybe it's just like if it was like another starter pack instead of it being voiced by Martinet, it'd be voiced by Chris
Pratt.
It'd just be
Chris Pratt starter.
Oh
pack.
no!
the Pratt starter course.
I'd do that.
It's a me, Mario.
One thing I want to say about this one, and it also applies to some of the next one, it has a new foliage piece for those palm trees, and that's gonna be
Oh,
super
yeah, that's a
useful
good
for
point.
mocks. It looks great. I like
Yeah.
it.
You put a banana piece in there too, so you can make a banana bunch. And attach it.
Banana.
So it's very cool.
Banana.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah,
have anything more to say about this
yeah.
one. Anyone?
Honestly,
else have any
Mesa, you said
thoughts?
most of what I
Cool
had
tree.
to say.
Cool
Okay.
tree.
Base.
Yeah.
Cool tree.
Tree.
Let's move on to the next one.
Speaking of cool trees, we have set number 71424, Donkey Kong's Treehouse. It goes for $59.99 and has 555 pieces.
Man,
That's a banger.
Dude, that is a very big tree that he's on right now. It's so large that we can't even see it.
Dude, I bet everyone who bought that treehouse set would feel really stupid right now.
They're like,
This one
man,
has Donkey Kong in it?
and Cranky Kong.
Yeah,
I think what most impresses me about this is number one, it looks pretty okay. Like it looks like a playset. But
It's a
number
full
two,
building, in a way.
the price per part ratio isn't bad.
And Donkey Kong actually looks like Donkey Kong.
That doesn't look like Seth Rogen, though. That's what it's supposed to look like.
I don't care about Seth Rogen in my Lego, dude. I'm good. I don't do the fleshies, dude. I'm just classic yellow all day, every day.
It's really hard to tell, but can Donkey Kong even fit through like his own house?
Probably
No,
not.
I don't think so.
Through the sheer power of
There's an
will.
alternate
He's
image
too
right
wide.
here, and it looks
He's
like
too
he might
wide.
be able to like
They-
just barely fit through. But
They
I
should
can't
have had the Ninjago catamaran
can't see
feature because they're too wide.
I agree. He's too wide.
I do what I do find really interesting is just how much they kind of like pack into the set.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of references to a lot of things
Go on.
inside the house itself. There's a TV, obviously, which if for some reason Donkey Kong has always had a TV in his house, he's in the middle of nowhere. You can watch it, but there's a bunch of bananas underneath. I don't. Is that banana bunch a new piece actually on the tree?
Yeah, I've seen it
Right.
before.
Okay,
The banana bunch.
that's cool. I did not know that. But yeah, that's obviously for the Donkey Kong.
I see like a tire.
Yeah, the tire that you can bounce on, the DK bongos, very iconic. Lego Mario not actually included.
No.
Why can Super Mario be like Yoda on his back of Donkey Kong?
That is the only thing I
It's
don't understand.
so odd.
That's very bizarre.
I mean,
Uh,
they had to have the functionality for the
Yeah,
Lego
they had
Mario.
to tie him in. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But there's
The-
already the tile functionality for several tiles in this set. So
Mhm.
like,
Has
Yeah,
has
they-
Mario
give it-
ever like done that with Donkey Kong in any game?
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
not
I think
off
he
of
did
the
that
top
with
of my
Yoshi
head.
once.
he does it with Yoshi a
What
lot.
it was.
Yeah.
At least.
For sure, all the tiles are going to probably play a little reference to something. Like the Donkey Kong bongos will probably be a song. The TV will probably have. I don't know what it'll have. That's the scary part. Cranky Kong. Why is Donkey Kong punching Cranky Kong in the box art on the back?
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
he's sleeping. Okay, no.
You knocked him out.
Yeah, seeing Cranky is nice as well. And let's see what else is on
Grandpa
here.
Monkey.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
it includes the end level and the pipe because they had to at some point.
I guess it
And-
explains how Mario got there, but
Yeah.
I'm still wondering why there's a flagpole there. I feel like it's a
The-
very unnecessary
well,
add-on to this set.
It's to make it fit in with the rest.
I
of
don't
the set.
actually know if it does include the flagpole.
don't
Every
think it
set
does.
on the back of it includes
Oh, really?
the flagpole, and I
Yeah.
think they maybe
Okay.
just do that in the lifestyle photos.
Okay.
It also it doesn't.
It's on
I
the
don't
back
think
of the
it
box,
does.
though. That's why. That's why I
Yeah.
was thrown
It
off
also
by
has like the pipe thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
You
and
might be
Mario.
correct on that. And Mario. Oh, Mario. It says Mario not included.
Yeah.
So
It says Mario
just-
not included, but it doesn't say flagpole not included, so I was a little
Yeah.
thrown by it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at the Dixie Kong one, they have
it
those
has
too.
it too. Okay.
Yeah.
If we compare this to the Yoshi House set that came out a little bit ago,
Yoshi House.
that one was a very bare bones. So this is a very big step up.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm very happy with how that turned out.
We also
I
have
agree.
a bunch of new
Yeah.
pieces for Donkey Kong. Like the snout looks like a new piece, right? And his feet,
I think so. Yes.
and
Yeah.
the little tie is nice.
Man, I really hope these parts get used for another gorilla character. I wonder who that could be. You know. But I do think
I
this is a
will
big
I will
step
say this. This is like one of the best Mario sets. I just think it did what it wanted to do. It did it well.
up. Mhm.
It looks good by itself. It's got like several figures,
Yeah.
non-obtrusive action features. Like not a bad price per part ratio. It's pretty good.
What makes me really sad is I kind of wish we got the Luigi's Mansion sets like this, not
I
the
agree.
style we did, because it would have been a very big benefit overall, because it would have been more concise and you could have actually easily combined everything in it. Also, I don't think Mario ever went to the Kong Kingdom in the games, from what I remember. So it's very weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
What you gonna do?
I get this. I get why, and I think it's a very nice expansion to this. And I hope they do more things like this, mainly for Galaxy, because Galaxy deserves something special like this, and Sunshine.
There you go.
64, mainly those. And
Let's
Odyssey.
talk about the
next one.
the
last
best one.
We have one last set for the Donkey Kong wave. It's set number 71425. Diddy Kong's minecart ride for 190.
We're not here.
What?
We're not here for Diddy Kong. Switch out the name for the main character of the set.
For 109.99 and 1,157 pieces.
Once again, not a bad price per part. It's relatively on track.
It's actually
On track.
it's better.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, too.
I'm gonna make a bold statement.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the best Mario sets. It might be the best.
You just said that about the Donkey Kong house.
Yes, you're right.
Now you'll say it again.
Both of them are at least in the top 5.
I can agree. If we're not including the
inclined to
18
agree.
plus, if we don't include the question block or the
I
Bowser.
don't.
Okay.
The sheer amount of like little details and
Mhm.
like intricacies put into this, and the fact that it has like a minecart feature, obstacles, cool shark build, Funky Kong.
New funky
Plain.
mode, yeah. Plain. Yeah, it has so many side build things here and there, and like play features that are actually play features and not just a random tile thrown there.
Like, I hope the cart feature actually works well.
Yeah.
I think there's like pictures of it moving around on the thing. I mean, yeah, sure, it doesn't mean anything right now, but it could.
That's
Mario
my
could
only
still play.
concern is that it doesn't like it might not work too well.
Mhm.
But
So I
Donkey
don't know a
Kong?
lot about these characters, and when I saw this set, I was just like, okay, what's going on here? But I'm very glad you guys like it because you know a lot more about this than I do.
I mean, you look at this, it has an aesthetic,
Mhm.
right? And then the fact that it also is like an obstacle course, minecart track. The
Mhm.
description's like flip the snaggles out of the way,
Mhm.
fix the broken section of track, defeat the mole miner, and explode the rock to reveal a bunch of bananas. And it's like, okay, and that's a pretty good amount of like features.
Yeah.
The minecart is something big in Donkey Kong games, if I remember correctly. It's usually in most of them, so seeing this in Lego form is kind of cool. Usually it's underground, though. But can't really translate. I guess it is in a cave, technically, because there's a cave
Yeah.
entrance.
They
there.
have like the cave entrance to
Yeah.
give you the illusion of being underground.
I do think... I was not expecting to ever see a Lego Funky Kong, and I think that's just the best part of this set, is just seeing Funky Kong. We're only missing Lanky, Chunky, and there's like a couple others I always forget. But those are the main other two like Kong characters that are missing from this wave.
We
as a
love
whole.
Funky Kong.
What
Yeah.
is it with these names of these characters from Nintendo, man? It is.
Well, no, the last ones were from Sega. The Pocky
I know.
Picky, Pecky.
Well, they're
But-
on Nintendo stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Now they
Um,
are, yeah.
Yeah. Sue
But-
me. I don't know.
Yeah. Just Funky Kong is just fun. And he comes with this plane that Mario can actually get into and ride, which I think is very cool. So it's a very big step up from where we were with Mario in the last 2 years, honestly.
I agree completely. It's very sick.
I just wish they saved Luigi's Mansion, man.
It would have been nice. Elge, what do you make of Donkey Kong Lego? Do you like the monkeys? Will you support the monkeys?
Never played a monkey or Donkey Kong.
Never played Monkey.
Never played a Donkey Kong game in my life. So again, this doesn't have a whole lot of intrinsic value to me. It all looks very well adapted. Like, I'm a little worried that Donkey Kong himself has a a cloth tie.
Mm,
Cloth
I'm
pieces
worried
always
about
give me
that.
concern. Huh?
Why? Like, are you afraid that it wears out over time?
Yeah,
or-
just long-term degradation or degrading.
So what you're telling me is I should buy like 10 of the Donkey Kong and sell it on BrickLink in 20 years? And
No,
make it-
jack
not
up the
what I said.
price.
Yeah, all of it looks very well designed and well built. Sakota, like you, I don't understand any of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, but that's
hey,
fine.
that
Yeah, it's
monkey's
all
got
good.
a tie, and I'm pretty sure he's the one voiced by Seth Rogen
That
in the
monkey.
movie. So I'm predisposed.
Predisposed.
That yeah, I don't like him. And then oh boy, that one has glasses and he's wearing a tank top. And
That monkey gets funky.
He's very funky.
oh, okay, got it. Good to know.
He was the most broken character in Mario Kart Wii, by the way.
Good to know.
Random fun fact.
Dude, he's got the power of funk on his side.
Yeah,
I have no personal relation. I have not played Ape Escape either, so
I didn't get to remark on it earlier, but it's crazy how we got the Rhino Legend Beast.
Yes.
Ooh.
Earlier set.
True.
Legend Beast 2.
I feel like people could easily like mod it a little bit and use it for Chima stuff.
we could.
Yeah,
You're right.
Chima fans be like, "There's still hope." I swear.
There's always hope. So long as the chi is alive, there's
I
always
am
hope.
surprised we did not get any of the crocodile characters. I just realized that. Because those are usually the oh, what are they named?
Gregor, Crueler.
No, not
Dominic.
those. they're equally as dumb as those. Though.
Doesn't Sonic also have like gators? Or
They have one
crocodile?
gator. His name is
Yeah.
Vector.
Yeah, and there's like a bee there as well.
Yeah, Charmer.
Dude, I know Sonic stuff.
You
This
do
is
know?
crazy.
Yeah, they were in Sonic X. I
Just
remember.
wait.
That's why I know. That's why I know. That's why I know.
Yeah.
Sonic X.
Just wait. They're gonna
Just
do a
Rouge.
big. They're gonna do a big like Bowser style like King K rule.
Oh my goodness.
That would be
please,
cool.
That would be so cool. And then make Donkey Kong so I can punch him. Just a giant Donkey Kong with a punching feature.
Yes.
Yeah, they all look
Dude,
pretty
when are
good,
we getting
but-
Banjo Kazooie though? Come on.
Never.
That's stuck on
It's not Nintendo, right?
Kremlings. There we go. I looked them up. They're called Kremlings.
No,
Kremling?
Kremling?
We did not get any of the Kremlings, and they have really stupid names that I'm not going to read. So,
Okay.
Fair enough. Well, there you go.
Okay, where do we generally stand? Sonic versus Donkey Kong. Which adaptation do you prefer? What do you think
Sonic,
about these?
Sonic.
Sonic.
It's
Sonic
not even
as
a
a-
contest.
yeah, as an opening, and also it's a very solid opening, like to a wave
Yeah.
and series.
Donkey Kong is the best use of the Mario system, but it is still the Mario system, and all the same problems still apply. You know, it's still made up of a bunch of side builds, primarily that are connected by like a few plates. I can't even imagine like moving around the minecart system. Like
Oh,
that's
gosh,
just
that's a good point.
it seems like a nightmare to me. But I mean, they are better though.
Yeah.
They're the
it's an
best
improvement.
sets that use it because a lot of them they deal with big central structures, but not really, not completely. Sonic is definitely better because even though Sonic also has like side builds, exactly.
Thank you.
Like in the big set, Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge, you know, the pieces aren't connected by anything, so they're easier to move intrinsically, and also you actually get something out of them being how they are because of the challenge of the momentum of the ball. You know, you can pace it out, you can bring them closer, you can do whatever you want. It's all intrinsically with the speed function.
Speed.
Yeah, I agree personally. I'm not like a huge Sonic or Mario fan, but as a general Lego fan, the Sonic things like the minifigures are of course great. I like those builds for the Donkey Kong sets; they look nice. But in general, I think the Sonic has a very strong start for the theme.
Now, I will say I'm glad that we have both of these franchises on shelves at once.
Yes, that's true.
I think that's cool. Now, where's Metroid Lego? Please. Please.
Imagine telling a
get-
kid 20 years
gotta get
ago
past
all
the-
his like video games is going to be made into a Lego. You know, it'd be crazy.
I can't wait to see Halo. Oh wait, it's made by a different company.
Forget,
It's also dying.
Forget about where's Metroid Lego? More like where's Metroid Nintendo?
Exactly.
Hey, he got his Prime
Dude.
1 remaster. That's enough for like. a couple
Yeah,
years.
I'm pretty content with the state of Metroid right now. That being said, I would everybody wants like Zelda Lego. I would throw Zelda Lego in the trash can as like a blood sacrifice to get
Oh my
Metroid.
gosh. I would
How
like. I
dare
would.
you?
I would
think
kill.
Zelda has more
Pikmin.
playset functionality than Metroid would have
We have-
personally, but that's just
Do we have other sets than Donkey Kong and Sonic?
Yes, we have some
few.
more
We have a
stuff.
couple other.
Oh, all right. Let's get to it.
Okay.
I need to fall asleep at some point.
Oh yeah. First up, we have some
Wow.
stuff for the Star Wars fans. Because next week we have May the 4th,
Oh, really?
and there are some deals going on, including 5x VIP points on select sets, which is kind of crazy.
Pretty cool.
I think it's a lot of the sets that maybe didn't sell that well, like the
Oh
Justifier.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
They differ by region, so I don't think I'm going to go through all of them right now, but look up which ones it applies to in your region. I think it's a really good deal if you want any of those sets.
Mhm.
But we also have some gift with purchase sets, which is first up the Death Star 2, set number 40591. And you get it for Star Wars purchases exceeding £130, $150, or 150 euros from May 1st to 7th. And I think this one looks really nice.
I think it's a very solid translation of the design.
It's a
And
ball.
I mean, with a couple more parts, you can just make it the Death Star 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I like these for
Yeah.
ships that are like so massive that you can never make them anything like minifigure scale anyway, like the Executor, Death Star,
Yes.
Star Destroyers. I prefer these like smaller scale display sets
I
because they're
agree.
a lot more affordable. I mean, this is a gift with purchase, but still.
I need to spend 150. Yeah, so it's affordable to a part.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's included for free when you
when you
free,
spend a lot of money.
yeah, but it is a much better way to get these sets than buying a
$300,
$500
$400 UCS version.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna take up half of your room, and maybe if it drops, you just crack it a couple pieces and you're gonna cry.
Also, I've
I
been
will
complaining about the others a lot. This is a good selection for a 40 years of Return of the Jedi
Yeah,
set.
finally,
because
a set
it's something that actually showed up in that movie first.
Exactly.
I will say one of my favorite things I liked about the Lego Globe from a while
Mhm.
back was that it was like a round Lego set.
Yeah.
You don't really see much of. One of the only other ones you do see is the Death Star. I like that they were able to do it at this scale and have
Yeah.
it be like convincing.
It worked really well. I'm very impressed by the size, honestly. Yeah, I would have liked a instead of all this a UCS scale Max Rebo head. That would have been fun because he's only been in one movie, and I guess Book of Boba Fett, but he's the
He's a
most important
legend,
character.
though.
Exactly.
He's a legend.
We need
He
him
has
for
no
the
legs.
helmet collection.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. That's Exodia. You collect his body parts from like the helmet series. You can combine them. You can make Max Rebo. But
You gotta love it.
Exodia? Like from Yu-Gi-Oh?
yeah, just get his
Cool.
legs, his body, and his head. You don't need his arms because he doesn't have any. Oh, no.
So epic.
I think we can
we
move on
also
to the
have-
next gift purchase.
Yes, we have two more gift for purchase. We have set number 5007840, Return of the Jedi 40th collectible, which you get for VIPs who purchase Star Wars sets exceeding £80, 85 euros or dollars, same time frame. It's like a gift coin and like a little
That's not a
holographic
set.
looking black. No, it's not really a set. That's
Coin.
kind of why I wanted
said-
to talk about
You
it.
said more
because
sets.
Yeah.
There's
more sets.
True, there are more sets still. But there has been a lot of discussion about this one because some people were like, I'd rather have a set with like a minifigure or something like that. And others were
Mhm.
like, no, it's nice to get these novelty things. I kind of wanted to hear
This
what
is the
you guys
beginning of the
thoughts are.
end. These coins is the beginning of the end. The next step is when they make a new battle droid mold. That's the
That's the
That's
end
it.
times
That's
for
it.
Lego.
that's the end times. That's when because it's perfect. You can't make a better Lego Star Wars battle droid. They perfected it the first
You're
time.
right.
It was a home
Except
run.
the Super
from
Battle
day
Droid that
one.
we don't see ever again because it keeps exploding.
Which one?
The Super
Super
Battle
Battle
Droid just
Droid?
never shows up anymore. Literally every time I put an arm on it, it's just like, oh, it shattered. Great. I don't have enough
Well,
space for them.
it's actually a callback to Bionicle. Yeah,
that's
with
messed up.
lime green joints. Yeah. Too
That's
soon,
good.
huh?
No, it's
Too soon.
actually
I
a
don't-
callback to the CCBS Super Battle Droid that never came out.
No,
I'm
Dude,
into-
R.I.P. That's the greatest tragedy of our time.
Dude. Oh man.
I'm a fan of Lego because I like the building blocks and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
really a big coin guy, so I don't not much interest
So
for me.
this does have a set number.
I mean, it's a very long number, though. It might just be like an item number or something like
An
that.
item number, yeah.
Oh.
I know it's in the first one we get. We have some of these, and I know
Yeah.
the online shop with like VIP points you can buy stuff too. I don't understand. I've never understood the point of the collectible coins.
I think it's just like
A
It's-
novelty.
a novelty item for collectors. There are some Ninjago coins that were like given out in like Legolands, and I've seen people pay exorbitant amounts of money just because they want to own them because they're big Ninjago collectors. So I'm sure there are people who want this stuff, but I don't know.
Is there a Jackie
it's a
Chan as
lot.
Woo coin? Because I would buy that because
I
that's a
don't.
very
I
funny
don't
coin
think
to own.
so, but I'm not sure.
Oh. I think we can move on to the
Yeah,
final.
We have
gift
one
purchase.
final gift for purchase. It's set number 30654 X-Wing Starfighter. It's a little X-Wing polybag. Nothing too crazy. You get it for sets exceeding 35 pounds or $40 or euros. But, I mean, if you spend enough money, you can basically get all three of those and a bunch of VIP points. So
Exactly. If you play your cards right. I feel like we got the same exact bill a few years ago.
yeah,
Could be
I mean,
wrong.
we've
They-
had like
they
a
all
bunch of
blend the
these.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything
know.
looks the same.
Everything's the same.
That's pretty much it for the May the 4th stuff. I think it's if you want Star Wars set, it's a good time to get some next week.
Yeah, get the TIE Bomber because that thing looks really dope.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good set. So we have one last set for today for the news section, which is set number 43225, the Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell. Goes for
Yes!
$159.99 and has 1,808 pieces.
Yes.
This is definitely a
Yes.
set.
I'm ready.
It is a set of all sets.
I'm ready.
The most set of all time.
This
I've
set
been
is
waiting.
just so different from any other set we've gotten so far, which is kind of why I wanted to talk about it. There are some things very weird with it. Like the Sebastian is
I've
just
been
a
waiting.
Lego crap piece.
I've been biding my time,
And
waiting, watching. I
Can't
want
wait
to
for that
talk
to be
about.
considered a license piece now. That'd be hilarious.
I want to talk about our guy Sebastian. He's so epic. It's such a perfect encapsulation of the film
yeah, it's so
because
funny.
he's actually just a crab in the movie too.
I,
Just a crap, bro.
It's just a crab.
We're just normal craps.
I'm a bit. You go
You
ahead.
know? Just
Does-
innocent craps.
Does this look good? Am I supposed to think it
Disney
looks
adults.
I mean, I like the
What?
the clamshell like outer build. It's impressive, like build wise. I think the inner structure is a bit too messy, in my opinion.
There's too much going on.
Yeah.
If you buy it, put it against a wall.
Yeah, make sure it's facing so the back is looking at you.
Because the
that's
back
best
is not
looking part.
very pretty.
Oh.
I have a picture of
That's-
that. I can throw that up
That's
real
the
quick.
best part.
But I mean, I think it's a good quality set. I don't really have too much to say about it, honestly. It's just
I
it's
will
a set.
probably not
It's
buy it
alright.
because I have like no attachment to Little Mermaid.
I don't even think it looks that
don't-
good. Like I think the clamshell by itself looks good, but I don't think the
Interior.
the inner part really works for me.
Mm.
It just looks it stands out a lot, and it's very just a bunch of stuff like stacked on top of each other in a haphazard manner.
Yeah.
I get what they were going for, replicating like the undersea look with the variety of different like the coral, the flowers, etc., but it looks very messy. It doesn't really
I think
coalesce.
I still think it looks pretty nice. It's just very, very busy, but I still like it as like a neat display piece / playset type thing. But
And
I
all
also
of
think
the
this is a better version of this type of thing because they've done this type of thing before with the Jurassic Park, like entrance thing.
The gate,
The
yeah,
gate.
with the
Yeah, the
T-Rex.
gate, and yeah, that feels like they, I don't know, something like similar to this one. And in that regard, I think they like did this one better because it was kind of, I don't know, weird putting all those stuff in the gate. I feel, but
Like a little side build. Yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from there.
yeah, but you know, it is it's a mermaid set. If you like the mermaid, there you go.
And if you don't like the mermaid, you probably won't like it.
Is this the first set we're getting based off of one of the live action Disney movies? Remake?
Unfortunately, yes.
Good
Yeah, a
question.
new era.
Has there never been any for the others?
No,
There
Nope.
wouldn't have
Live
been an
action,
opportunity to.
Lion King.
I
One.
mean, like Aladdin or
can
something like that.
can we get Christopher Walken, Louis then Lego?
It's giant orangutan.
Yeah, man. Just a
That'd be
lot
very
of
funny.
orange pieces. You know,
Yeah.
could make a toupee in Lego and stuff.
I think what
Yeah,
they've done a
that's
lot is do like princess sets corresponding to when the live action movie comes out, but with the like
Mm.
the original designs. But
Right.
yeah,
That would
I don't think
probably
we
make
have
sense.
any like based directly on the live action movie.
Okay.
I agree.
I wanna be like you.
Also
And I
very
hope we never do
interesting
again.
because this is like an 18 plus set, so it has minifigures and not mini dolls, and I don't think we ever got like or like these characters we usually would get as mini dolls.
Yeah, my
I mean the mold for
Triton?
Octopus Lady. That's
Oh,
been
Ursula.
done before.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
that in one
she
of
was in the
Yeah.
CMF minifigure series. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
I think the
should've
next
bought
one's
those.
out as well. I want to get my 4-armed Stitch, dude. Let's go.
I think it comes out tomorrow. Actually,
I think yeah, it
because I
comes
was-
out tomorrow. I think.
Nice,
Dude, I
nice.
I cannot wait in like a few years' time when we got our Lego sets for the Lilo and Stitch live action movie.
Dude.
There's gonna be a Lilo Stitch.
No, I
Yes,
can't
yes,
wait to get
yes,
we can get we
yes.
can finally
Yes,
get
there
as a
is.
minifigure.
Yes.
myself.
No,
And then
nothing
I'm
is
not making that up. They
sacred.
are doing it, and Stitch will look like a freakish. I mean, I guess he is a freakish
Oh.
alien, but he's
Oh.
gonna look like extra disgusting.
Yeah, and then
Dude.
Stitch is gonna be voiced by Tom Holland or something.
I could
can't
totally
wait.
see
Oh,
that
man,
actually.
dude.
Family.
He's Tom Holland. He's so
Well, that means
cool.
family. Dude, it's gonna be epic. I can't wait. And
Oh,
I
man.
want a big like Bowser style figure of disgusting like CGI live action Stitch. It'll be great.
Messed up.
That is messed
Okay.
up.
Dude, I'm scared to see Gantu and all of them now in CGI. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
No.
Why do we need this?
we don't.
No, I think
What,
look.
it's
Lilo and
definitely
Stitch is
gonna sell.
egregious.
It's
I think
gonna
the
sell for
worst
sure.
thing though is the
Disney-
Moana
Disney.
live action that should not be happening at all, in my opinion.
The Rock needs more of an ego
Yeah,
trip.
the Rock ego, yeah. I can't wait to get the Rock minifigure finally.
I'm
And it's
just
gonna
saying
do
the
one
hierarchy of
face.
power in the
Yeah.
Disney universe is about to change.
If you get the Rock minifigure, you have to sign a contract in which you cannot lose any of your Lego battles.
Yeah, exactly.
agree?
if you do, he like lose you on the spot, it's like, made me lose. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right,
no, it's
this
very
is-
important.
It says in the contract. But yeah, it's a great overall set. It's just not within my interest, but you know,
Mhm.
Okay.
Disney
Yeah.
Lego fans, you guys are eating good.
I'm not that big a fan of it. I wouldn't buy it even if it was based off the animated one. I just don't. There's something about it I can't. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it would be less noticeable in person. It's entirely possible. It might be, and I'm just hyper fixating on it because I'm looking at a CGI render. But
I mean, we have
all
some
those
of the the lifestyle
lifestyle
photos.
photos.
and
Let
I
me
think
take a look at those.
It does look a bit better in those.
Because
I
what
mean,
I'm referring to
renders
is
can
the
be-
sheer amount of transparent lightsaber pieces
Yeah.
is very jarring to me.
Mm.
There's a
Have to
lot
zoom
of
in a bit. On
I mean,
this one,
renders
maybe,
can be
but-
deceiving. I mean, I
That's
thought
true.
that the Paraka's torsos were chrome before I bought them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that does look better in person.
Yeah, that's
Touche.
is that. Do we have more sets?
I think that is all.
Well,
No,
now we
that's
come
all
to-
sets for today.
Mhm.
But we have a bit of
All
an
right.
ex-
Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
we have a bit of an extra segment planned for today because it's our 150th episode and we managed to get so many people here. Where we each
Mhm.
picked one set we really like that we have maybe a special connection to or some fun story. And we made the rules. It has to be system and it has to be older than 5 years old. And everyone is gonna basically tell us a fun story about the Lego set we really like. And X, do you want to start maybe if you want to head out earlier?
Ooh, all right. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right. So I don't know
Okay.
about funny story, but this is just like one of the banger sets that I've had
Yes.
through my childhood that I have in my little memory lane shelf, I guess you could say. There's like a Rock Raider set there and anything, but like I've talked way too much about Rock Raiders anyway, so I'm using this opportunity to talk a little about Mars Mission, which I quite liked, just only as a whole theme. I'm just is there you picture up on the YouTube?
Yes,
man?
I have the picture up.
Yes.
It's set number
Alright.
7692 MX71 Recon Dropship.
Yes, and it's just, I mean, I've throughout like just a bunch of like sci-fi games, just platforms and everything growing up. There's always been like a really cool thing about like drop ships. Whenever like you're fighting something like Ratchet and Clank or something, they just drop down. There's like a bunch of robots and stuff coming out, and this sort of filled that sort of gap for me. It's like a pretty weaponized gunship you got going on here. You can drop your own little like mining thing here, and I also gravitated very fast towards Mars Mission because it was like sci-fi spaceships and stuff, and mining and stuff. So it's like, ooh, space Rock Raiders. The only like big letdown of this entire theme, my only real complaint was that like the alien minifigures were pretty underwhelming, especially considering just the ones before with Life on Mars, for example. Like, just if you just replaced all the aliens with Life on Mars aliens, that would just instantly make it a lot better. In my opinion. But
I like
overall,
how they
this is,
look,
like,
but yeah, they're just like two pieces and can go back and forth.
Yeah.
So this is also a good set where it just filled in like the whole dropship role as well, because I loved playing the Crystalian conflict game on Lego.com, which was kind of like a Commander and Conquer clone, but for these sets. And you could basically infiltrate bases and like have load these dropships up with like your own soldiers and engineers and stuff, and it was like you could have your own like whole operation going on and stuff. It was great. I loved this ship in like many different ways, and it's just an overall nice ship. Like, I've considered many times like rebuilding it, but the thing is that all the stickers on it are not applied very well. So I'll be looking at it and I'm just like,
you should
man,
do a cool like revamp Mark X.
No, because I'd rather make something original then. But I do actually have a like my green dropship thing is very like that I've shown a couple times that no one else has shown. Ooh, secret, ooh. Is very much like a bit based on this, just because I like this overall cool. Like Osprey like shape, And then like the bent cockpit as well is also something that I used in that specific mock. So just overall, love this dropship, love sci-fi. It's just ticking a lot of boxes for me. I was very excited about getting the set when I did. You get the opposing factions. You get your little vehicle there that you can drop down. It's got firing modes. It's got those little tube thingies that reminds a lot of the stuff we got in Life on Mars. So just an overall set, and it's very densely, but it's a banger of a set. Honestly, it's in my top 10 of the old school stuff.
Yeah,
good.
Mars Mission has a lot of really great stuff, and I like the color schemes a lot too.
Yeah, like that's the thing about like that I didn't like about the last sci-fi thing that we got. Like, what was it called?
Galaxy Squad.
Galaxy Squad. Yeah, because it wasn't uniform enough for me because they just had like the different colors. I like that they did stuff with the different minifigs and stuff, but I really loved with Mars Mission is that if you had multiple sets, it looked like you had your own little space army. I thought that was cool. I don't know if anyone else was lucky enough to pick up any of the Mars Mission sets.
Unfortunately, not.
I have like the very small fighter and the I don't know the name. There's like one with like 2 threads, but the upper half is like a mech.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. I always wanted that one, but I never got it. But I thought it was really cool, just as like a mecha robot thing. It was also very good in the game as well.
And my brother had the Switch fighter, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, and also that a friend of mine had that huge like car thing with like the big orange wheels and stuff. I don't remember that. There was like a huge mining thing. That's also like a neat set. It was in like the last waves. Dude, Mars Mission just had a bunch of really nice waves stuff, dude. You hear that, Lego? Making a new sci-fi theme. Come on, man. Space Police 4? Go for it. Let's do it. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you.
That would be awesome.
I mean,
but yeah.
If the recent like the Galaxy Explorer set they did for the 90 years is anything to tell, they could make such cool space sets nowadays.
They definitely can. They just, they're just limiting their power, I guess, or something.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Anyway, you got Did you guys think does this pass the cool check for you guys? You like
Definitely for me. I
stuff?
love mass
You
mission.
sell it
so-
very well. To
You
Yes.
sell it very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good choice. Good choice.
Good
Question mark.
choice.
Everyone
Very
Yes.
solid choice. Yes.
Very solid. Nice. Thank you. Thank
Very
you.
very
Thank you
solid
much.
person, X. We like you.
Thank you. Thank you, LJ. It's very nice of you to say. I like compliments. It's fun.
I mean it, man. You're good dude.
I know. I believe you. I believe.
Thanks.
All right.
All right,
Anyone else got something to pop in?
Anyone
here?
want to go next?
I
can-
am here.
Okay. All right, LJ,
LJ
let's
is
go.
coming next. All right. What you got? A pure system set. Completely unrelated to some
Well,
other thing you might
yeah,
talk
well.
about some other time.
Like
Yes,
the one
it's pure
rule we
system
had,
here.
so
Um,
you totally adhere to
um,
that, right?
Yeah. Let's
Uh-huh.
see what system set you got, LJ. I'm curious to see.
when you say pure system set, something happened. Okay, something got
LJ,
lost
what did you
in
do?
translation there. I think I misunderstood a Norwegian word or something. No, I'm kidding.
Has there been
Um,
miscommunication? What is it? Is
my-
it Jack? Is it Jack Stone? Is it Jack
My
Stone?
favorite. Toa Plastic already got it.
yeah, you got it.
Paraka Stronghold. It's set number 8894. Paraka Stronghold came out in 2006. Contains approximately 648 pieces and retailed for $75. So obviously enough, yeah, it's my favorite system set. I've had a handful. I have a bunch more system sets. It's just the bulk of them I got within the last 5 years. But this one I got in 2006. And for the longest time, it was just plain and purely my favorite system set. There are contenders to that now, but I really like it. It's a fun play set. I've done a review of it, and I like the little like laser light with the magnifying glass. That was super cool. It really embodied play set to me for the longest time. There was a story you could act out. You could recreate your favorite scenes from your favorite Bionicle books, like Power Play or Power Play, and it was just it was a lot of fun to just mess around with. And sure, it's very gappy and hollow, but it never bothered me. I really like it. I think it's a really fun set, and I have a lot of good memories with it.
My favorite feature was always rolling the Zamor spheres along the tubes. I don't know why, but it gave me just like infinite satisfaction.
Like Avox reloading, like, oh boy, we gotta get the Zamor spheres on here and start blasting the tower. And of course, who could forget that classic commercial?
Oh yeah.
Yep, the ad.
Yeah,
with
the thing is alive, dude. The whole
It's
thing's alive.
alive, and then it just like zooms in on the Toa and Nika.
Epic.
Great, I like it.
But I will always. Oh, go
You
ahead.
got a
Josh.
question?
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
What's the big head in the front?
Well, you see,
Like, is
It works
that
as a
like-
mask. I wear it sometimes. It's crazy.
I mean, like, is it like?
Isn't it a bit
not that
small
big.
for you, Eggs?
What?
Isn't it a bit small, Eggs?
Where there's a will, there's a way, my friend.
Okay.
Like, was it just like a piece in there, or was it like a part of the packaging, or what?
it's a piece.
It's a whole piece, man.
Yeah, it's a whole
Dang,
piece.
that's cool.
Straight
Yeah.
up piece. So the head, so it's a jail. You're supposed to like the teeth like move up, and you can like chuck someone in there, like you've imprisoned them.
You can
Yeah,
break
and
the
it-
Geneva Convention with this set, basically.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's fine. They don't have a Geneva, so they wouldn't have a Geneva Convention.
It's the Voya
It's true.
convention.
Oh, Bionicle lore, dude. It's great.
That's true. There is no Bionicle Geneva Convention.
Or equivalent thereof. They use
Um,
laser.
I mean, they have the
size
TOA
stuff.
code, right? That's kind of like that.
Sort of,
More like
yeah.
a Toa suggestion. No, I'm kidding. But I was really excited to review this way back in the day. And by way back in the day, I mean March 5th, 2019. So 4
Oh,
years ago.
That's weird. Time is flying by too fast.
Yeah.
It was only 4
Yeah,
years
slow
ago?
down. Someone slow
Yeah.
down, please.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and post in the YouTube live chat as well, in case anyone
Like,
wants to
plug
watch
your
it.
review.
Yeah, of course. I have to. So yeah, it's I like it. I like it a lot, and might not be the best set, might not be the most cost-effective set, but it's
Fun.
my favorite system set outside of
course.
5 years.
what I will always say super impressive about the System Bionicle sets, especially the 06 ones, is that they made unique head molds for all these characters. They had the big mold for this, like the Paraka gate, and they had like the molds for to make the minifigures in general and the weapons, which is kind of crazy for like, how much system sets were there? 4 in 06?
Yeah.
Yes, there were 4 in 06, 4 in 05, 4 in 06, and 3 in 07.
Yeah, so it's kind of wild how much they put into these sets.
Yeah, no, honestly, I can't even begin to imagine them doing something like that, because for all, not only did they have to make the new minifigure mold for a Bionicle character, which never looked anything like a Bionicle set, but they also made 12 individual molds with individual printing for these figures, alongside the 12 new weapon molds.
Yeah, but those always came in like one pack, right? It's kind of like the Ninjago weapons.
And their legacy lives on, because like Paraka spines are still used today for like the
yes, that is true. And that I forgot, those spines were, I think they were introduced with Bionicle with this 06 system wave.
Yeah, they are literally Paraka spines.
Yep. So it's really cool. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, that's it from me.
Right.
I will go next.
All right, Meso.
My story is also slightly bending the rules, because mine is a set that came out in 2017, but I did not actually get myself until I think like 2019. So technically it's outside of the 5-year ratio, but not for release. So mine is Ninjago City, and I have a bit of a story associated with it. So for most of my life, I did not really collect system sets. I got a few scattered throughout the years as gifts, like Christmas gifts here and there. When I was younger, I got like a SpongeBob set, a Star Destroyer, a creative set, but nothing really too crazy. Then over the years, Ninjago, I would get a Ninjago set as a gift here and there, a Chima set as a gift here and there. But it was really when G2 got canceled and we went on our like soul-searching pilgrimage to BrickFeed to like wade out from the Bionicle world and into the wider world of Lego System, that we were kind of like, oh hey, there's cool stuff out here in this wide world. And from that point on, I kind of started to look into buying system sets. 2017 rolls around, the Ninjago movie wave comes out. All the sets are cool, but they're also expensive. And this is me, who at this point only really collected Bionicle sets. And the most I would spend would be like $25, $40. And then I see this set in Ninjago City, and I'm like, oh, I love this. This looks like a friggin' masterpiece of design. It's brilliant. But I can't justify spending $300. That would just be excessive. So I passed on it. And then the years go on, and I have immense secondhand regret, because I see everyone talk about like, oh, it's so good. Modular buildings are so cool. They're the way to go. It's so awesome. And I'm like, I really wish I'd gotten this modular building. I really wish I'd gotten it. Well, eventually I want to get it, and I have immense buyer's remorse about, well, I guess not buyer's remorse about missing it. So I look online, and it's actually available for the retail price. And that's cool, but it's pre-built. And something about buying a pre-built modular building just doesn't sit right with me, because for me, a lot of the fun about Lego is building. And with a set like this, I would want to get my money's worth out of it. I would want to buy the set and get the building experience. But to get it unbuilt, well, let's just say I ended up paying substantially more for the set than I would have had I just ended up buying it outright. I think I've told this story on the podcast before. Who wants to guess how much I paid for Ninjago City?
Oh no. Why didn't you just take it apart and build it again?
Yeah, that's always been my thing, man. It's like you could have just...
That sounds like such a hassle for like a 4,000 piece set.
It's not. No,
it's fine.
So
you feel like building.
That was less hassle. That was getting up, getting ready, going to work, dealing with the public, working a daytime job for however many hours in order to afford it was less of a hassle than just going
Honestly, yeah.
taking it apart. You're out of your mind.
Honestly, yes. I would rather just work extra overtime shifts than I would have
So-
done that.
That's so moment.
Yes, just throw out some numbers. It costs-
$700.
Okay, that's a one. Anybody want to take
800.
another crack? Okay, take another one.
When did you get in 2019?
Yes.
500.
Okay, Leo.
650.
Okay, Zach.
Very painful mess up.
700.
Okay, thank you guys. Josh is correct.
I knew it.
Wait, what did Josh say?
It usually goes.
I
to
wasn't
800.
even allowed to
800?
guess, okay?
Are you
I'm
crazy?
That's so moment.
Wait, 700? Do you
you're
not
good.
know what BrickFeed is?
800.
Meso, if you would have bought, I would have taken the part for you for $500.
That's actually a funny thought. Like disassembly fee.
So what the heck,
I
man?
would have done it for 50
As
bucks.
someone, I have massive regrets of not getting this at the time because I really want it now because I have docks and gardens. But at the time, I just didn't have the money to buy it.
It
So
looks cool.
it's not like, oh, I totally regret not getting it at the time because I know it would have been unreasonable. But I would love to get it now, but the prices are crazy.
I mean, not if you buy it pre-built. That's
No,
the
I
thing.
think it would still be
Even
crazy now.
pre-built, they are bad nowadays.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Secondhand market is not a fun place to
Because
be.
I would not have a problem with it being pre-built. I would just take it apart and build it again.
Punch it one time and you'll be fine, man. Trust me. It'll hurt, but you'll get it. Most of the pieces.
I
will
don't know.
take time.
I just wanted that like epic Lego set experience.
Fair, I guess.
don't wanna
I-
disassemble.
That hurts.
I can
Meso.
agree with that, Meso. I have a story that's kind of like that too. Where
That's all I
could-
got. So feel free to go.
I could have gotten the ultracopter for I think it was 90, but I ended up paying like $200 for it.
Oh no.
Brand new in box.
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
actually got docks for less than the original price a year after in box.
That's good.
Docks is
Yeah.
a weird case because I feel like with City and Gardens, I mean, they're still inflated on the secondhand market, but I can kind of understand. They're very like elaborate, ornate things. Docks is objectively not.
I mean, it's
As-
a smaller set.
It's
than
a
the other
smaller
two.
set. It's more like wide than it is tall, and it goes for very high price, like very high. Even pre-built docks costs like $600 on average.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just
that's
people
ridiculous.
wanting to complete the collection.
Yeah,
I
so
think
it
a lot
doesn't
of people
matter, yeah.
missed out on docks at the time.
Mhm. So they can
Well-
charge whatever they want at that point.
Guys,
Wow.
I have to get up early tomorrow,
Yeah.
but
No
I didn't
worries,
want to
man.
miss this thing. It is 2 in the morning.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Hope you guys have a great rest of the episode. Thank you
Thank you.
always
We're
for
almost
having
done,
me.
though.
Yeah, thank you
Said
for
like
joining, X.
good sir.
Set
We
like
appreciated you
alarm
being here.
text.
I appreciate you
So-
guys as
sound
well.
like a
Have a
true
good one.
professional.
Get that Eggman
Bye.
minifigure. Bye.
Farewell,
Bye.
X. That's all I
Use them
got.
already.
Someone else feel free to go. Yeah, I agree, man.
All right, who wants to go next?
I can go.
Alrighty.
So I don't really have a big story around it. It's mostly just kind of like, I don't know. Mine is probably the movie Bounty. It was the last set that I bought from Toys R Us before it closed,
Rest in peace.
and I got it for a discount because
Mhm.
you know all the sets were on a discount. So I think I got it for like, I don't know, probably like 40% off or something like that.
That's
But I
good.
just remember that being like the last set I ever got from Toys R Us, and then it turned into a storage unit. So yeah.
No.
The movie Bounty is actually like probably my favorite set. I picked a different one for this year, but I think it's my favorite Lego set to this day, like in general. It's
yeah,
really good.
it's really good.
I just everyone says that. Everyone praises the movie Bounty. I never got into it. It's a super impressive looking set, but maybe it's just my nostalgia for like the original looking Bounty that
It's
clouds
just-
my mind.
it has like it's just like it has way more of an interior and more details inside than any of the other bounties for me.
It's also kind of like a love letter to all the other stuff. Like there's so many references in
Yeah,
it,
there's
like in the interior to all the other seasons.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
Okay. No, fair enough. I can respect that. I get that.
Yeah. It's a great set. It's also a very good price. It's $160 at the time and 2,292 pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we-
that is a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it was used in the Oni trilogy, so
I mean, it's technically it's show
Yeah.
canon.
yeah.
That's
So that
cool.
kind of cemented it.
No, it's reasonable.
But also I really like the gardens specifically for personal, like because I have a stake in it, but
Josh poster.
that one's pretty nice. Yeah. But yeah, the bounty.
All right, who wants to go next?
Zach, I think
I
said he
think
wanted
it's
to.
me.
All right.
Yeah. So this isn't a set that I personally owned, but this is a set that my friend owned, and I spent a lot of time hanging out with this friend back in the day. It is set number 7707 from Exoforce, Striking Venom. This thing was just super fun to play around with, and my buddy was much better off than I was financially. So he always ended up with these really cool play sets and had like the base plates with a ton of figures and armies to make with them and everything. And he got this set around the same time that he ended up getting a bunch of like clone troopers and battle droids and stuff. And so I've just got really fond memories of this thing storming onto an imaginary battlefield and knocking over all those little minifigures and sending them to unknown corners of his bedroom. So not really like a super big crazy story, but it was really, really cool to see a Lego set that big and play around with it like that.
That's nice.
It's a really cool set. One of my relatives had it, and I always really liked it. It's a bit like very spindly, the limbs. You compare it to like modern mechs.
Yeah, it does
like
feel
it,
a little
but
bare bones.
it was like they were treading new ground. Lego didn't do stuff like this before at the time. So yeah, really cool set.
I love the Gatling gun build. It's so simple, but like that's something that
It's
I
very
use for a lot
effective.
of stuff that I built.
Yeah.
I do like it. Looks like a cool like troop carrier
love
mech thing.
Exoforce.
It looks really fun.
Exoforce
I wish I
is-
bought an Exoforce set, but
Oh my gosh, it's my jam.
probably steal one off of one of my friends. I'll ask him later when he comes back in town.
I do not condone theft.
No.
here.
Yeah, but steal. I mean, he's just kind of they'll offload his collection of.
We
He's
don't
done that before.
condone theft.
All right, Leo, I think it's your turn.
Sweet. So the set that I chose was Lego Star Wars set 8038, The Battle of Endor, which is very fitting as it is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. I seem to have remembered more than Lego itself. Back then it was $100 USD, 85 pounds for 890 pieces. And it was also, I believe, for the 10th anniversary of Lego Star Wars, which I think is very cool. Honestly, as a set as a whole, it does sit on my shelf. It is one of my favorites because I love the walker. I love the little shield generator building for the Imperials. That includes the Ewoks, the glider, and surprisingly enough, 2 speeders. So the minifigure selection is great for the time, and it's one of my fond memories receiving this on Christmas of that year, and I've kind of happily kept it on my shelf for that reason. And I think we did get another Endor set a couple of years ago. It's like a 4+ one, and it's very overpriced and kind of ugly. So I'm happy I got it when I did.
I think this is like get everything you'd want from that scene in
exactly.
the movie.
You get everything you want, with the exception of no C3PO, honestly, which kind of sucks, but I think getting a set like this nowadays is not something you'd expect. The amount of minifigures, side builds, because it's 3 vehicles, a side build catapult, a glider, and the building itself that can fold out and has an interior design that's pretty close to what it's supposed to be is very substantial for a set. And also the walls of the base blow out if you slam the little dishes on the top, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, there's always the coolest destruction function.
Yeah. I really enjoy this set, and I always do mess around with it every so often. But yeah, I also watched this movie yesterday, so it reminded me of like how much I love the set. So yeah, I have nothing else to say about it, really.
I used to have this set. I loved it. I ended up giving it to my cousin though. So he's a big Star Wars. He's a big Lego collector and a Star Wars fan. So I was, I was sure that it was in good hands. I ended up keeping the walker though because I love that walker. I love how the gear function lets you move the legs instead of the other ATSTs where you could just move the head.
I think that was the only walker I owned for a while, so I just put it on my Hoth display. I just moved it up. I took Chewie out, but yeah, it's a very nice set, and I wish Lego did more stuff like it. I know we won't because Lego's expensive. The price per part ratio wise, this wasn't too good either.
Yeah,
it's $10 more expensive than it should be.
A lot of minifigures.
Yeah, it's just a lot of minifigures, a lot of side builds, so I think it was fine, in my opinion.
I remember the Rebel troopers, the helmets would always fall off. They were like really poorly made.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah.
I think I did the unspeakable thing and I glued them on because they just wouldn't stay
on.
I was a kid at the time.
An announcement about the cast of BrickFeed going forward, and we sadly had to let go of.
He wasn't the glue that held us together.
Everybody, I'd like to issue an apology. I did some things in my past that I'm not proud of. No, but I also remember this thing was like impossible to move around too. Like the side builds would just like fall apart if you tried to lift it.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of stuck in place where it's at right now. So it's gonna stay there for a couple of more years until I move. But it's very fun.
All right, then I have the last one. I picked set number 8039, the Venture class Republic attack cruiser. I picked this one. I have some other sets I really like. I picked this one mainly because I have a fun story with it, and generally, I was a big Clone Wars cat. This was like one of the first bigger Lego system sets I got. It was the year 2009. I got this set for Christmas. It's the morning of Christmas, and I got this set. My brother got a Wii at the time. And I was like building the set for a long time, and I was very proud of building the set. And I just finished it, and I was like, look, I just finished this. And my brother was playing Wii bowling. He he tried to bowl. He put his hand to the back, and he knocked the ship out of my hand and shattered over the floor. I rebuilt it. It was fine. The set is very fragile. It has it has a handle on top, but if you pick it up, sometimes it will just lose the floor. So you better just put a hand underneath if you want to carry it. But
I own the Star Destroyer from around that time, and that thing is horrible to move around. Like the panels just fall, and I'm like, you know what? You're gonna stay on the shelf. I'm not touching it anymore. I took out all the figures. I'm like, it's empty. Stay there. I'll see you in a couple of years.
Yeah, but the ship is one of my favorites in Star Wars, and like we pretty much haven't gotten anyone since. So I'm very glad I got it at the time. I think it was a limited edition set too. Had the very ugly Clone Wars faces, which are even more uglier for the Palpatine minifigure in this. But I
mean, to be fair, it fits.
Yeah.
You know?
That's my little story with this set.
That's good.
That is incredible. Holy smokes.
So I think those are our fun Lego stories. 150 episodes of BrickFeed. Thank you all so much for joining today. I think it was great to have everyone here, and it's great that we got so far with the BrickFeed podcast. Thank you all.
It's been a while. I think Gosh, when did BrickFeed start? I just made the playlist a little while ago for BrickFeed. So the very first episode of BrickFeed, the pilot episode, was released 6 years ago on May 6th, 2016. So actually, we're coming up
Pretty
on
close
7
to
years.
the anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness. Whew. We were talking about the Ninjago Summer 2016 sets. Good stuff.
Yeah. Like, it's changed a lot over the years. Like, it's
Just a
it's
smidge.
very
Just a
yeah.
little
Just a
bit.
little bit.
It's
Might
but
have had a
it's, I
channel
think it's
shift.
very fun to have the podcast to keep up
And
with
a
the
cast
current
shift.
Lego new. Yeah, quite the cast shift. Yeah. Thank you all
It's been
for
a fun
joining
time.
today.
I appreciate anybody that's sticking around and listening to us ramble about new sets. Even if it is kind of a weird way to deliver news, it's somewhat fun too when we're very passionate about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know really what else to say. It's just a fun time to hang around and talk about sets that I think most of us will probably never buy because they are expensive.
I mean, some of them I'll buy.
Some of them are
depending
very
on them.
expensive, and then
Yeah.
sometimes they're just like we have like Lego cow moment where the cow set's like $100. It's like why does the city set cost so much? And we try to figure it out for like 30 minutes and don't move on. But it's been a fun ride. I don't know how many episodes I've been a part of. Probably as many as Sakota has.
Probably,
But
yeah.
maybe a little less because you're the host. But it's been a fun ride, and I hope we keep going at least to 200 or 175. And we carry on from there. I don't really have anything else to say. Zach, Josh, you guys want to say anything?
I mean, you don't have to.
I think that's about it for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you all so much for listening over the years. Thank you all for listening today to our fun 150th special episode. And yeah, I've been your host, Sakota.
I'm Muscle.
I'm LJ.
I'm Starbreaker.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Josh.
And Axe was here, and thank you
Yeah.
all so much for watching.